Awesome. Everybody ready for our special guest? Cool. So, I'm super excited about this. I've seen him perform before. It was fucking great. Get to see him perform again, which was fucking great. So I'd like to welcome to the stage UK Individual Slam Champion for this year. Campion, everybody!
Hello. You having a good night? Yes. I'm having a really good. It's been such a good evening. Everyone's been amazing. So many open micers got up and were like, "It's my first time," and then we're just fucking incredible.
Lying.
Yeah. I did think that. I was like, okay. Even the shouty lady was quite entertaining, really, wasn't she? It was quite fun. We all like a diva at a poetry night. I've been to Wrexham a few times, but this is my first time. I never knew this place existed. It's incredible. So thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I came over from the glamorous Leicester this afternoon. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that usually gets a boo. Has anyone been to Leicester before?
Yeah.
Yeah? Changed trains? No, just visited. Oh, you got... Oh, okay. That's quite unusual. But great. Yeah, it is brave. It's quite brave. Leicester's interesting. There was I don't know if you saw, there was this TV programme a little while ago called Make Leicester British, which was classic Channel 4 programming. It was one of those like reality shows where they put like 5 strangers together and then they're all really racist and they end up being best friends at the end. It was great. And it went on and no one really said anything about it, and it kind of came across as at the end when it's a happy ending, everyone kind of thought it was fine, but it put Leicester across as a really racially segregated place, a really violently segregated place. And Leicester's one of the most multicultural cities in Europe, and it put it across in a light that I didn't think was true, and true of it at all, having been born and raised there. So I wrote a poem in response to it, and I wrote this like a couple of years ago, but thinking that it would be irrelevant pretty soon, but it keeps being relevant with Brexit and the elections and everything. So this is called Make Leicester British. They're talking about you, Leicester. They're saying you've got too much curry sauce on your fish and chips to taste like home. Saying there are too many colours in your Union Jack for it to be flown full mast. They're saying you ain't British. And you lot can't even get along with your own. They're calling you a broken home, Leicester. Tell them the truth. Tell them how I only made sheep number 2 in our school nativity. But I was cast as Ramit in the Diwali play that year, and I was fucking great. Children of all faiths gathered to celebrate the acceptance of light. How you raised hungry minds, bellies full, tarkadal, jerk chicken, shepherd's pie, school trips to churches, gurdwaras and mosques, apart from the free food, all just buildings to us, because people are people. Tell them about the day that bus full of hate rolled up on your doorstep. Those angry men, organised into a pack, a league of defence which only seemed to attack, and yet despite the wrath of those furious men, an entire city stood united against them. Tell them, Leicester, that city, who says it like it is, because they're twisting your turnstiles into a picture which doesn't exist, one of bandits and beggars and the bad in between. Overwhelming our housing, flooding our GPs. Tell them to take a step back and let your truth be seen. It's only our heads that are overcrowded, with headline after headline, day after day, but you are the one that stands in their way, Leicester, because you work. Your cobbled streets bow at the feet of sari shops and bakeries, holding hands, masala fireworks sizzling bright, stretching out to kiss the Dales goodnight. Tell them, Leicester, because this is bigger than you. Birmingham, London, Leeds, the rest of this country too, we've forgotten our history. 1915, West Indian people fought for this land to be free. Filled up our factories when we were in need. 1940s, we turned to hundreds of thousands of Polish men, brought over by our government for their labour back then. 1950s, workforce have barely survived. South Asian employees kept industry alive. Empire Windrush, London Transport, NHS. Throughout time, Un-British support has cleaned us out of our own mess, so let's not twist ourselves into a picture which doesn't exist. Because we are a nation who says it like it is. Immigrants helped to build this country. Let the fact be known. If we're looking for someone to blame for this new mess that we're in, let's start looking a little closer to home. Thank you.